In 2019, a sleep influencer on YouTube told her 800,000 subscribers never to buy bedding from a warehouse store. She said the thread counts were fake, the materials were cheap, and anyone serious about sleep owed it to themselves to spend at least $200 on a sheet set from a brand with a nice website and a founder's story about insomnia. She was wrong, and the people who ignored her and bought the $40 Costco sheet set were sleeping better than she was. Here's what nobody tells you about the premium sleep industry. It is, in significant part, a marketing industry. The $350 weighted blanket and the $280 pillow set and the $190 mattress topper exist in a market where the barrier between genuinely better product and expensively branded equivalent product is almost impossible for the average consumer to identify. The brands know this. They spend accordingly on influencers, on aesthetically perfect packaging, on brand names that sound like Scandinavian wellness concepts. Costco does none of that. Costco does not have a founder who struggled with sleep. Costco does not sponsor podcasts. Costco does not send PR packages to people with ring lights. What Costco has is 130 million cardholders, a ruthless supplier negotiation process, and a return policy so generous it functions as a consumer guarantee that almost no premium sleep brand can match. What follows is not a list of budget compromises. It is a list of 8 products where Costco's buying power and quality standards produce something that competes with, and in several cases defeats, the brands charging 3 to 5 times the price. And then, because honesty requires it, 3 products where Costco genuinely falls short, and the premium brand is worth the money. The Kirkland Signature Goose Down Comforter. There is a comforter that Casper sells for $395. It is filled with white down, has a 100% cotton shell, and ships in a box designed to look like it was conceived in a Tribeca loft. It is a good comforter. The Kirkland Signature Goose Down Comforter costs $89.99 at Costco. It is also filled with white down. It also has a cotton shell. The fill power, the measure of loft and insulating quality that actually determines how a down comforter performs, is $700, which is higher than several premium comforters, charging twice the price. The reason Costco can sell this product at $89.99, while Casper sells a comparable product at $395, is not because Costco's version is worse. It is because Costco buys at a scale and sells at a margin that luxury bedding brands structurally cannot match. Costco's entire business model depends on thin margins and high volume. The membership fee is where Costco makes its money, which means the products themselves can be priced at near cost. Sleep professionals and bedding industry buyers who have reviewed both products side by side consistently note that the fill quality is genuinely comparable. The difference is the box it comes in and the story attached to it. The Kirkland Comforter is the single highest value per dollar product in Costco's bedroom category. If you own a $300 comforter from a sleep brand and you haven't compared it to this, you are paying for marketing you can't feel when you're asleep. The Stearns Foster or Sealy mattress. Costco sells name brand mattresses. This is not the same as Costco's house brand. These are Stearns Foster and Sealy and Beautyrest products, sold at prices that are typically 20 to 40% below what those same mattresses cost at traditional mattress retailers. The reason is simple. Costco doesn't negotiate for exclusive models with premium-sounding names that make price comparison impossible. It buys actual production models at volume and passes the discount to members. Traditional mattress retailers have spent decades building a system where the same mattress manufacturer produces subtly different models for different retailers, making apples-to-apples price comparison nearly impossible for consumers. Costco disrupts this by selling mainstream models at honest prices. The Tempur-Pedic and Purple ecosystems The direct-to-consumer brands built on foam technology and heavy digital marketing are where Costco is harder to compete with directly. But for innerspring, hybrid, and traditional foam mattresses, Costco's mattress floor is one of the most honestly priced retail environments in the category. The return policy matters here more than anywhere else in this list. Costco will take a mattress back, no questions asked, for any reason. Purple will take theirs back within 100 nights. Casper gives you 100 nights. Costco gives you effectively unlimited time, because that's what their return policy means in practice. On a purchase this significant, that guarantee is worth real money. Kirkland Signature 620 thread count sheets. Thread count is one of the most successfully abused marketing metrics in the history of consumer products. Brands discovered decades ago that consumers use thread count as a quality proxy, and the industry responded by inflating thread counts through counting individual threads within a ply as separate threads, a practice that produces numbers like 1,200 thread count on sheets that perform like 400 thread count sheets. Kirkland's 620 thread count Pima cotton sheets do not play this game. The 620 is an honest count on a genuine long staple cotton weave. The result is a sheet that feels, to most people sleeping on it, better than sheets they've purchased at higher prices from brands with larger marketing budgets. Long staple Pima cotton is the material that luxury linen brands charge premium prices to tell you they're using. Costco uses it and charges you $79.99 for a full queen set. Parachute, which is the sleep brand most frequently mentioned by people who think they've discovered honest luxury bedding, charges $189 for a comparable sheet set. Their per-cal sheets are good. They are not, by any material or construction standard that can be objectively measured, $110 better than the Kirkland sheets. The Costco sheets do not come with a linen bag. They do not have a story about Portuguese weaving mills. They come in a plastic wrapper, and they last as long as anything you'll buy at twice the price. The Casper or Tempur-Pedic pillow. Wait, Costco carries those too. This is less well known than it should be. Costco periodically carries genuine Tempur-Pedic pillows. Not knockoffs, not alternatives, the actual Tempur-Pedic products, at prices 25 to 35% below what they sell for at Tempur-Pedic's own retail stores or on its website. The same applies to Casper pillows, which rotate through Costco's inventory on a cycle that requires paying attention to what's on the floor. The pillow market is one where the premium brands genuinely do make products that are difficult to replicate at lower price points. Memory foam formulation and buckwheat fill quality and latex processing are areas where material costs are real. So the argument here isn't that Costco's house brand beats Tempur-Pedic. It's that Costco sometimes sells Tempur-Pedic for dramatically less than Tempur-Pedic does. If you're in the market for a premium pillow, checking Costco's current inventory before buying at retail is not a compromise strategy. It is simply the more informed purchasing decision. The weighted blanket. The weighted blanket market is a fascinating case study in the commercialization of a therapeutic product. Weighted blankets began as clinical tools used in occupational therapy for sensory processing disorders, anxiety, and sleep conditions, before being discovered by the wellness industry and repriced accordingly. Gravity Blanket, which is credited with popularizing the category for mainstream consumers, sells its signature product at $249. Beautyrest, which uses chunky knit construction to make its weighted blankets visually appealing on Instagram, charges up to $299. Both are well-reviewed. Both are also, in terms of the fundamental mechanics of what a weighted blanket does, distribute weight evenly across the body to trigger proprioceptive pressure, not doing anything that requires $249 of engineering. Costco's weighted blanket, which has been available in the $39 to $59 range depending on the season and weight variant, uses glass bead fill distributed in sewn pockets across a cotton shell. This is the same construction approach used by Gravity and Beautyrest and every other weighted blanket manufacturer. The weight distribution is even. The cover is washable. The construction holds up to regular laundering. The Kirkland Signature Memory Foam Mattress Topper. Mattress toppers are the sleep industry's most reliable upsell. Brands have correctly identified that a significant percentage of people who are unhappy with their mattress will spend $100 to $200 on a topper before committing to a $1,000 mattress replacement. This creates a market where emotional need, rather than material specification, drives purchasing decisions. Saatva sells a memory foam topper for $275. Tempur-Pedic's topper starts at $199. The marketing around both products is excellent. The foam inside them is, like all memory foam, a petroleum-based polymer product whose quality is determined by density, response characteristics, and temperature regulation. Specifications that can be measured and compared objectively. Costco's memory foam topper costs $59.99 and has a density that independent reviewers have measured as comparable to toppers sold at $150 to $200 by specialty brands. The cover is removable and machine washable, which the Saatva toppers is not at the base price. The off-gassing period, the several-day window when new foam releases its manufacturing smell, is comparable across all products in this category regardless of price. This is a product where Costco's value proposition is strongest because the underlying material is genuinely commodity, and the premium brands are charging substantially for packaging and positioning rather than for meaningfully better foam. The Blackout curtains. Sleep science is consistent on one point that most people's bedrooms are failing at. Light exposure during sleep elevates cortisol, disrupts melatonin cycles, and degrades sleep quality in ways that no mattress or pillow improvement can compensate for. Blackout curtains are not a luxury accessory. They are for anyone who sleeps in a room with street light, morning sun, or any ambient outdoor light, a functional necessity. The premium curtain market has responded to increased awareness of sleep hygiene with products like the Casper sleep curtains at $189 a pair and the Pottery Barn Emery Blackout curtain at $109 to $169 per panel. These products are well made. The Pottery Barn option is genuinely attractive. Neither blocks more light than a well-constructed blackout curtain available at a fraction of the price. Costco's Blackout curtain panels, available in the $39 to $59 range for a set of 2, have been tested by home goods reviewers and consistently rated as effective blackout products. The light blocking is not aspirationally complete. It is actually complete, which is what the word blackout is supposed to mean, and what several premium products at 4 times the price fail to deliver. The aesthetic options are more limited than Pottery Barn. If your bedroom design depends on the specific texture or color palette of a premium curtain, that's a legitimate consideration. If your goal is to sleep in darkness, Costco's version achieves that goal with the same physical certainty as any product in the category. The air purifier. This one requires a brief argument for inclusion in a bedroom category list, because air purifiers are not traditionally considered sleep products. They should be. Indoor air quality, specifically particulate matter, VOCs, and allergens, has a documented relationship with sleep disruption. Allergy sufferers who run HEPA filtration in their bedrooms report measurable improvements in sleep continuity. The snoring that keeps partners awake is frequently worsened by airborne irritants. Sleep quality and air quality are more connected than the marketing of either product category generally acknowledges. Dyson sells its bedroom-appropriate air purifier for $599. Molekule, the most aggressively marketed air purification brand of the past decade, charges $799 for its flagship product. Costco carries Levoit and Winix HEPA purifiers in the $79 to $129 range. that independent air quality testing publications, including Wirecutter, which has tested this category more rigorously than any other consumer publication, rate as highly effective for rooms up to 400 square feet. The HEPA standard is a HEPA standard, a filter that removes 99.97% of particles 0.3 microns and larger, does that regardless of whether the machine housing it costs $89 or $599. The Dyson has better industrial design and a more sophisticated app. The Molekule uses a different filtration technology whose efficacy claims have been disputed by independent testing. The Winix from Costco removes the particles that disrupt your sleep as effectively as either. Now, the three to avoid every honest product category analysis requires acknowledging where the value proposition breaks down. There are three areas where Costco's bedroom offerings consistently underperform the premium alternatives, and where the price difference reflects real quality differences rather than marketing inflation. Adjustable bases. The smart bed and adjustable base market, Purple's Sleep Sync, Sleep Number's 360 series, Tempur-Pedic's Ergo Base, involves genuine technology. Sleep tracking sensors, automatic position adjustment, anti-snore elevation, app integration with sleep data. Costco sells adjustable bases at lower prices, but the technology integration in the premium products is meaningfully more sophisticated. If adjustable base technology is why you're buying one, the premium products deliver materially more. Costco's bases raise and lower. The premium bases do considerably more than that. The bamboo pillow category. Bamboo-derived rayon pillows with shredded fill, the kind sold under brands like Coop Home Goods, have a specific construction approach involving adjustable fill volume and a specific fiber blend that Costco's comparable products genuinely haven't replicated at the same quality level. The Coop Home Goods Eden pillow at $80 is a product where the fill adjustability, the washability of the cover, and the specific loft retention over time are things that independent sleep reviewers consistently rank ahead of warehouse alternatives. This is a case where the premium product is actually premium. Silk pillowcases. Silk pillowcases have legitimate beauty and skin benefits. The low-friction surface reduces hair breakage and minimizes facial compression lines that cotton creates. The benefits are material-dependent in a way that makes the silk content percentage and mame weight the actual determining quality factors. Costco's pillowcase offerings in this category have not consistently matched the mame weight and mulberry silk purity of brands like Slip, which charges $89 per pillowcase for a reason that is connected to actual material quality rather than pure marketing. For most sleep products, Costco's quality is genuine. For silk, specifically, the premium matters. The premium sleep industry made a correct observation and drew the wrong conclusion from it. The correct observation was that Americans were sleeping badly and that nobody was selling them a reason to invest in their sleep environment. The wrong conclusion was that the solution was a $350 comforter and a $599 air purifier, and a brand story about the founder's insomnia. The solution to sleeping badly is sleeping in a dark, cool room on quality bedding that doesn't require financing. Costco understood this before the sleep brands existed. The scale of Costco's buying power, combined with a return policy that functions as a permanent quality guarantee, creates conditions in which genuine quality is available at prices that have no relationship to what the premium brands need to charge to fund their marketing departments. 8 products where the warehouse wins, 3 where the premium brand earns its price. The difference is worth knowing before you spend $300 on something that ships in a branded linen bag. Your sleep doesn't know what the bag looks like, but your bank account does. If this video saved you even one bad purchase, hit subscribe. This channel, Sleep Truth, exists for one reason: to cut through the wellness industry's noise and tell you what actually works, what's actually worth the money, and what's just expensive packaging. New videos every week. No brand deals, no sponsored mattresses, just the truth. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one.